Hello, I am Lisa of Diamonds and Stitches, and today's video is a whips and sips of Serene Siren Triptych, and I am fairly certain that it is going to get done today. I don't have much left to do, and so I figure in this video with you today, I am going to finish it up, and then I will do a post review on this piece. So what I thought is that there's a bunch of special gems that are left. And so I'm gonna leave those to the end because who doesn't like the sparkly? And yeah, so today I realized, so I am doing a collab piece with Sherry of Diamond Art Addiction. We are doing a glitter heart canvas that is 45 by 60, and every week on Wednesdays we do excuse me, sorry, we do an upload of our whip for that week, and and along with that, we do tags. I'm sorry, I am still sick, and so I apologize. There's still going to be hacking and wheezing in this video. I do apologize. But anyways, we are doing these tags, and for the last two videos, it's been get to know me tags, and of 30 questions each. Well, because I'm sick and I wasn't really paying much attention, I didn't do all of the questions in my video that I uploaded. I did 28 of the 30, and I didn't realize my mistake until I was watching Sherry's video and she was answering the questions, and I'm like, when did that one happen? And then I went back through my notes and I'm like, oh, for the love of Pete, I honestly forgot those two questions. So I thought I'd do them in the video today because frankly, the two that I missed, one's funny. I mean, it's about pet peeves. And then the other one was, have you ever failed at something? And maybe what did you do to overcome it? I don't remember. But anyways, so maybe I'll do that one first. Have I ever failed at something? And what did I do to overcome it? I think was what the actual question was. And of course, who would have prepared for her video today and re-looked at that question? Not me. So I'm going to summarize that question, and yeah, that sounds good. So I missed one here. That's where I was going back. What have I failed at? Okay, so many things. I mean, it's not even funny. You know, that back in the day, you know, that old adage that I think our parents used to say, try again, you know, and that is kind of a motto that I taught my children as well. You know, that if you're going to do your best, or do your best in everything that you can, your best might not be somebody else's best, but you know, you do your best. And I always used to say to them, you know, if a D today in school is your best and you did your best and you know you did your best, then there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there is nothing wrong with that. Now, if a D was your best that day, but you know you can do better and there was no excuse for you not to have done better, you just didn't want to, that's a totally different matter. So, and so, yeah, but okay, wait, let me back up because that's not really about failing. What have I failed at? Okay, I've failed at a lot of things. You know, I can think of sports, I can think of life, I can think of, you know, yeah, so many things. Funny story. So when we moved here from Canada, And, you know, you have to go and get your license over again. And, you know, there's just so many things that you have to do. Well, our car failed coming across the border because, back in Canada, all we had was kilometers on our car. And of course, in the States, they use miles, right? And our car didn't have the odometer that, or speedometer that read miles. And so it didn't clear, the customs didn't like it. And so we had to go and get our car fixed. Poor car failed at the border. That's so sad. But they gave us like 90 days or something to get it fixed. And so yay, border guards. But anyways, I had to go and get my license here. And, you know, I get somebody to watch my kids so I can take the test. And I go and take the test, and I get this battle axe, and I'm not even joking. She was a battle axe. She got in my car. Now, I had 3 kids at the time, right? And it's a kid car. Like, you know, there's toys and possibly French fries and, you know, some stuck on soda and, you know, spilled drinks. It's a kid car. And she got in the front seat, and she looked down at the seat, and she said to me, there were some crumbs on the seat or something, and she's like, will those stain my pants? And I was like, no, I don't think so, as I'm like, you know, just brushing it off the seat onto the floor. And she's like, huh. And just from the moment she got in the car, you just knew you were doomed, right? Like, doomed. Yeah, so then I did the test. She hardly says anything to me at all. And there's some different rules of the road here than there is in Canada, just a few. But I failed. And so she hands me the paper, and she goes, next time do better. And I looked at her, and I was like, but what did I do wrong? And she's like, it had something to do with the school bus. I didn't stop far away enough from the school bus when they stopped. Well, they were in a residential area, and I didn't realize, like, yeah, I didn't know anyways what the rule was. Clearly I do now. But yeah, she was, I just knew, you know, and so not only did I have to find, you know, get babysitting again for my kids, so I could take the test again, but I made sure that I went on her day off. So, and I had no problem the second time around. But yep, so I failed that. What's a really, really big thing that I failed at? I can't think of anything, honestly. I mean, I just, maybe not good at, but not failed at. So yeah, really, my driving. And the funny thing is I'd already been driving for, when did we move here? When I was 20, I'd been driving for like 10 years. At least 10 years. Yeah. And I failed the stinking test when I got here. That was funny. Anyways, okay. What are my pet peeves? Well, let's just take a while and talk about pet peeves. I have a few. Okay, maybe more than a few. I think we're just going to take the whole entire video about pet peeves. And I'm sure that most of you can relate to so many of them. Okay, speaking of driving, my pet peeve about drivers. So, and I have a few on those. So, roundabouts. Why is it nobody understands roundabouts? So, coming from Canada, roundabouts are everywhere. And close to my job, they just put in a roundabout kind of close to like the shopping center, like this little teeny tiny, well, it's not tiny, but this kind of like a shopping, yeah, I guess it's like a shopping strip, right? But on both sides of the road. And for whatever reason, the city decided to put in a roundabout between the two strips. And it's confused the heck out of people because they don't know what to do. And it amazes me every time. Like, I go out of my way and go around because there's another entrance. I go out of my way and go around because people are just dingbats. Like, they don't get how to do a roundabout. Nobody seems to understand how to stop. Nobody seems to understand how to, I don't get it. I don't get it. But, yeah, so that's one of my pet peeves. And then, four-way stops too. Why is it that nobody understands who has the right of way at a four-way stop? Oh my goodness. I mean, I was at a cross light the other day and saw so many, we were almost getting into accidents. It was just crazy. And then, you know, everybody stops to honk and it takes so long. Oh, I don't get it. Then another pet peeve is slow drivers. When it is 40, you do not do 37. 37, no. At least get up to 41, 42. It's okay. It's okay to put your foot on the gas just a touch more and get going. But oh my goodness, when you are holding the rest of us up because of, you've got to be kidding me. Like, seriously. And at this point, I am now riding your butt. I have actually had people pull over so that I can pass them because I'm a bit of an aggressive driver. And just a bit. And I just can't stand, I cannot stand slowness. You cannot do 55 on the freeway, 60, which is 60 normally. Most of us are doing 70 or more. You can't be doing 55 in the fast lane and not have angry people. Like, come on. Another pet peeve is on off ramps, you know, when you have to merge from onto the freeway. You cannot merge into 60 plus traffic doing 40. No. And there's enough space from the ramp to get you up to speed before you have to merge. Most people are going to let you in. In fact, all people are going to let you in if you're doing the stinking speed limits. So, oh, it just makes me so angry. Oh, I can't even, you guys, I can't even. I have a little bit of road rage. Not as bad as my daughter, however, who has, I mean, thankfully you don't know her, but she has actually thrown a tomato at a car because he wouldn't let her in. And there's a whole story to that. I mean, it wasn't justified, but I can understand where she came from. And I said to her, girl, you can't do that. You're going to get shot. Like, seriously, you're going to get shot. Don't be doing that. But yeah, get up to speed. Like, come on, seriously now, speed. What else? Yeah, on-off ramps. Oh, and then zippers. So I don't know what every state calls merging in from one lane, you know, 2 lanes down to 1 lane. But come on, one rule. One rule. When you are being a jerkwad, and that's the only nicest way I can say it, when you're being a jerkwad and you are, like, you know, riding the bumper of the person ahead of you so that the person can't get in from whatever side needs to merge in, you're not only slowing everybody else down, but you look like a jerkwad. Oh my gosh. And the funny thing is I actually love driving. I love driving. You know, if somebody is like, oh my gosh, it's an 8-hour trip, and I'm like, really? Cool, let's go. I love to drive. I don't have any, it's just the people on the road that I have an issue. Oop, that's upside down. That I seem to have an issue with. Yes. What else? Inconsiderate drivers. Also, you know, riding the bumper of somebody and not letting you in, but also people who won't let others in, you know, I just, or when you're in a construction zone and you feel that the construction worker is, you know, you shouldn't have to obey, you know, whether it's a stop or a slow down, and you blow through. My son is a construction worker, and thankfully he doesn't work road work, but I understand their pain, because holy, there's some very inconsiderate people. Inconsiderate. So yeah, road rage, I mean, I wouldn't say I have road rage per se, but I do have an issue with people who are inconsiderate drivers and feel that they are the only ones on the road and that it only pertains to them. So yeah. Ooh, I have another one. Okay, so at my kids' high school, the high school is kind of on a busy road. So there's 5 lanes outside the high school. There's 2 going each way, and then the middle lane and the center lane that, you know, you turn in. And our high school built a parking lot, yeah, in one section, and that's where the parent drop off started to be. And so you would drop your kids off. Well, because there's 5 lanes of traffic and it's so hard to get in and out of that parking lot during school hours, excuse me, they then said in order to get out of the parking lot, you could only turn right. Now, when you turn right, there is 2 neighborhoods for you to get into, either one to the right or one to the left, that if you had to go back, you know, your house was to the left and you couldn't turn left out of the parking lot, but that's where your house was or how you got home. And yes, it's inconvenient, but the problem is that it's also inconvenient when we're all sitting there for 15 minutes until traffic, you know, gets to a point that you can actually get out into the middle lane and turn. So you could go to the right and then you could go into the neighborhood, turn around, and then, you know, go your proper way. Or yes, it's a little inconvenient, but about 3 minutes of inconvenience to go the other way. Well, I can't tell you how many people felt that turning left was still their privilege, regardless of whether it held everybody else up or it amazes me how people believe that that, you know, they have the right to inconvenience others. Like, they don't seem to care that they inconvenience others. It blows me away. It just blows me away. And ooh, am I done this color? I might be done this color. See, I have a lot of pet peeves. This is all about pet peeves, okay? Because I missed that one. And on my, oh, nope, I did not. On my get to know me. So you get kind of the extended version of my pet peeves, because I certainly would not have had this many during that video. And no, it was not intentional. It was not intentional. I was sick. And the question before the pet peeves was, how many pets do you have? And then the next question was, what are your pet peeves? Well, all I saw was pets. And so I was like, oh, I answered that one. Next one. So that's why, honestly, I promise. Okay. So yeah, people who inconvenience others, that's a huge pet peeve of mine. Huge pet peeve, because they don't, I mean, everybody is in it for themselves, and they don't seem to understand that, you know, their convenience is inconveniencing someone else. Okay, what else are my pet peeves? Maybe let's get off traffic. What else is my pet peeve? Okay, this is a funny personal one. The dishwasher. The dishwasher. Nobody seems to know how to load the dishwasher like I do. Like, and I'm just gonna say that my way is right regardless. No, seriously, I am always like, what is happening with the dishwasher? What is happening? People will load it. I will go in behind and actually rearrange, reload, do whatever. Like, I don't get mad about it because it's kind of funny. Like, it's truly funny. But back to front. Why is this so hard? Back to front. You put the glasses in the back of the top rack and you work your way forwards, right? This way, you're not having to like leapfrog dishes over top of the ones that are in the front and then potentially chip or break or whatever because you clanged them against something or whatever, right? Like, I don't understand why it's so hard. And then on the bottom, putting the plates from back to front or left, if you're standing in front of the dishwasher, seriously, this is a pet peeve, left to right. Like, just put them in so that, you know, you're not like trying to put dishes in the back of the dish before and like clanging onto it. Like, left to right, people, left to right. My kids think it's hilarious. Like, I think I insulted my children for a really long time because then I would have one kid who wouldn't even like do the dishwasher anymore. He's like, you're going to redo it anyway, so I'm just going to leave my dishes on top of the thing. And I'm like, no, that's not the point. You know, I still want you to load the dishwasher. Yeah, I might redo it, but it's less work for me to do that than have to take everything off the counter and, you know, rinse it and whatever. So just continue to load the dishwasher. Just know that I'm going to redo it. I know, it's problems, just problems. What else is a pet peeve? Man, you guys, I had a list earlier, and yeah, fake people. Fake people is also a pet peeve. Like, just be honest. Like, I don't, you know, yeah, I'm a really blunt, open, honest person. Not blunt enough to hurt somebody's feelings. Like, if I've come from the school of, if you have nothing nice to say nothing at all. And so, yeah, I won't say if I know that it's going to hurt you unless you have asked. If you ask for an honest opinion, dang, you're going to get one. You are going to get one. But you know, I'm a really honest person, and I just don't understand why you would need to hide, you know, your real self to fit what you think the situation or somebody wants from you. So I have a problem with that. Another thing that I have a problem with is, you know, whining or talking extensively about issues that you have with a person, but still having a relationship with that person. So as an example, like friendships, right? And we all go through, you know, ups and downs in friendships and personal relationships, of course. But you know, when we get together as a group, and, you know, you're always talking about how, you know, this one person or a group of friends, you know, says things, does things that you don't like or whatever, but then you continue to have a relationship with that person without saying those things. It's almost like, okay, well, in this group I can do this, and then in this group I can do this. Well, I mean, why would you want to be friends with somebody who you, you know, I guess what it comes down to me is if you can talk about somebody like that and you're not letting them know that you have those feelings, and then you put on the fake face and are friends with them, I wonder what you say about me or people that, you know, are in the circle that we're in at that time, right? So I wonder what it is that that you say when you're not in this friend group. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think that sounded a little convoluted, but bottom line is if you're going to say something about somebody, then say it also to them, or don't talk about it at all. Like, what is the point, you know? Yeah. I have a real problem with that. I have a problem. Another thing that I really and truly dislike is when somebody says one thing to one person and says another thing to another person that completely contradicts, you know, and it's more so to either cause issues or whatever. Again, it comes down to I am a really honest, blunt person, and I'm one of those people that 3 strikes, you're out kind of deal, except you mess with my kids and you're just automatically out. Like, I can't be bothered. There's so many people in the world, and if I can't find somebody who is going to have kind of the same moral compass that I do, I'd rather be alone. Like, I'd rather, you know, be with my family, and, you know, that 1 or 2 people who understands and not, we don't have to be similar. Like, yeah, just having the same, oh, I don't know. Anyways, what else is a pet peeve? Okay, ooh, another good one. Inconsiderate neighbors. Okay, I have no problem with people who have loud cars, loud music, you know, just do it at an appropriate time. Whoops. Oh, see, you guys, this is why I cannot have, where did they go? This is why I cannot have a tray with a spout. I can't tell you how many times I've done this. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Yeah, I have no trouble, but okay, so this morning, let me have a little sip of coffee because I was a little distressed over this. I really was. 8:30, it is Sunday morning, 8:30. The guy behind us decided to mow his lawn. 8:30 on a Sunday morning. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if you have loud music, I can tolerate that. Like, I don't have any problem with that. You know, when you've got a loud car, or you're doing some work in your yard and that kind of thing during the day, normal time, again, I have no trouble with that. Like, I'm okay with that. But come on, 8:30 on a Sunday morning. That is sleep-in day. Come on. Another one is people who let their dogs bark. Okay, I have 4 dogs. We have 4 dogs. Yes, they bark, but we get out there right away and either tell them to stop barking or bring them inside. But we also have a neighbor over here who has a beagle, and the beagle is adorable. I mean, it really is adorable, but it howls all the time, and they leave it outside to howl all the time. And it, like yesterday, how sad is this? I had to escape the house. I had to go out just so that I could escape the howling. No, that is not okay. That is not okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm going to be done before I'm finished my pet peeves. Oh, I knew I should have kept a few more spots open. I worked like a dog yesterday night, you guys, to finish a lot of this. So that I could come and get this done. Okay, the other thing about irresponsible pet owners is pick up after your animal. I'm sorry, I pick up after mine. Every time we go on a hike, a walk, even, you know, in the neighborhood, at our own house, you know, we pick up dog poop. I would never leave my dog poop on somebody's lawn. That, you know, yeah, I have even run out of bags and had to go back, you know, to pick up, because I would never leave. Like, I just, you know, I have kids. I have a little grandbaby, and I don't want to, I don't want her to go out into the front yard and be playing and step in somebody's dog poop. Like, just be responsible and pick it up. Like, oh my goodness. I will even provide a bag for you if that's the case. Like, come on. And I don't want to have to pick up your dog's poop. And where we live, you know, we walk to the elementary school, and somebody walks their dog. Well, we know who it is, but they let their dog always poop right on the path where the kids walk to get to the school. And I just, it amazes me. I can't tell you how many times I've brought a bag from home to pick it up, because, you know, we get a lot of rain here and stuff, and it gets, oh, you know, things happen. Be a responsible pet owner. So again, pet peeve, that. Road rage, pet ownership, irresponsible neighbors, dishwasher. Actually, that's not really bad in the big scheme of things for pet peeves, right? No. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna put the last drill in. Okay, let me do a scan. Let me do a scan really quick. Oh my gosh. Last drill, you guys. Look. And it's done. It's done. Happy dance, happy dance. And look, I actually have quite a few. Look, I'm gonna put them out. Happy dance. That's all my sparkles left. Look. Yeah. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, you guys. It has been a long time, but I have finally finished Serene Siren Triptych. And how happy am I, because I get to work on something new. And I think, well, I'll tell you guys later what I'm going to work on. But it's going to be a Diamond Art Club painting. It is not going to be, my next one is not going to be a Mandie Manzano. I think it's going to be a JoJo Art. And because I have not done, wait, you guys, there's one more left. Wait, what's H? I just found one, 10. I found one. How did I miss that? Ooh. Okay, nope, wasn't quite done. Okay. Ta-da. Okay, now it's done. You guys, this is my life. It seriously is my life. Oops. Why are you coming up? Okay, I'm pretty sure that that is now done, you guys. Yeah. All right, so I will be doing a post review on Serene Siren Triptych, but not to worry, because I will continue with my Whips and Sits series. Of course I will. I didn't just do it for Serene Siren Triptych, but I will be doing another piece next week, starting next week. We'll see which one I choose. I think I might have to do Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Yes. So please stay tuned for my post review on Serene Siren Triptych. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you got a bit of a laugh over my pet peeves. Seriously, I am a nice person. Really, I am a nice person. Just mean mug every once in a while when I have to drive on your butt because you're being a butt. But no. But yeah, okay, so thank you for joining me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.